Hey guys, Dan Heilman. We are back with another video. Today I want to talk about a very crucial point when it comes to Bitcoin and this cycle. As you can see, I have circled this little area here. We have been following this channel for quite some time. Since the all-time high, we popped up here, got on top of this level, went back down, tested this bottom level, up and down, up and down, up and down through this channel for quite some time. We were stuck in this descending channel for quite some time. This is the daily, so each bar is 1 day on this chart, and we are coming up to a very, very crucial point, right? So we have basically tested it almost. If I go back to the 4 hour, as you can see, we have tested this area. We came very close to it, and we will probably get rejected down to at least this line, if not this line. And I'm thinking our next uptrend here might break it. So this is going to be really interesting to see what happens. We have been using this as support and resistance for a very long time, all the way basically since February. We crossed the line, we kind of came back down and tested it, and then we shot straight back up over the second line by March 12th here, and then we kind of came right back down, back and forth all the way through. So if we can get on top of this line, break through this resistance, then we will be using this line as support instead of resistance. You can see I have the halving on the chart and the date that Trump was shot. He has influenced the markets a lot. He is very bullish on crypto. There's a lot of stuff going on with the new president. We have the crypto 2024 he will be speaking on. He has confirmed that he will be speaking even with his grays, his injuries, etc. So we might see a little bit of a pullback here because we have seen quite a big pump from this. We have seen basically a 15% pump for Bitcoin, and then we have tested this very, very important level here, and we will see what happens. I will keep everyone updated here. So we've blasted through some of the Fibonacci points here on our chart. So we did not test the 0.382, which is probably a good thing. I believe that this 53,800 is the bottom, and I don't think we will retest it for quite some time. Now, if I go and look at this chart, again, from my price predictions from previous videos, if we go in here, we are still following this uptrend line for quite some time. We have tested it many times. One couple times in this area, once here again. This was a very big test, and now we will break out, and hopefully, I don't know, I'm thinking that maybe we will not get anywhere near 50K until maybe April 12th of 2027. Again, that is a very future prediction, but what I see happening is basically kind of following the same 4-year cycle we have been following for quite some time. So I think we are right now in the process of doing a pretty big parabolic bull run here. I don't know the top. Now, this is kind of what I guessed on, just based on previous returns, right? So we had a huge return back here, and we had a little bit smaller return. I believe it was 16x, 8x, and then that's why I have predicted 4x for this one. Now, I don't know. Who knows? We might see 180K as the top. We might see 400K as the top. You know, it's anyone's guess. It depends on how many people get into the market and what happens with the market cap. I want to make another prediction video, and I will do some calculations based on market cap. This time I just did the percent returns, right? So I just did a 16x, 8x, and then I'm like, all right, this is probably going to be a 4x. Kind of did the same thing for Ethereum, if you haven't seen that. So let's just talk about that real quick. So same thing for Ethereum. You can see we had a 1400% return, and then we had a 2500, which is interesting because, you know, Ethereum was just less popular back in the day. And now we have gone to see a pretty big pump here, 2,500, pretty insane. And then if we even see a 400% return on Ethereum since the halving, these numbers here are from halving to all-time high. If we see that, that'll put us at 15K. If we see it at 800, that's going to be at 27K. Now, if I'm predicting a how it works is basically if I'm predicting a 4x, which is 400% for Bitcoin, that means other cryptocurrencies that have a less market cap should see a higher return. So I would think 15K is a good sweet spot for the minimum return on Ethereum. Now, other coins like Solana and stuff like that, it is kind of hard to, we don't have a lot of data here. You can see as we came in kind of in 2021, you know, so I mean, look at Solana posting a chill 1000x, and we're already up, you know, almost 700 once we get back to where we were previously. And then who knows for the top of this one, I don't know, will we see a $500 Solana? Possibly, who knows? So where would that put us from right now? 500% would be 235% to hit a $500 Solana. Totally in play. Let's review some of the trades that I have put in. I told you guys I would go through and talk about some of these trades, so let's talk about them. So very first thing is my Solana trade. Let's start there, I guess, since we're already there. Let's go to the 1 hour. Let's zoom in a little bit more here, and this is what we got going on. So I entered into a trade on July of 14th of July at $151, and we are up about 7%, and we are up to about $161. I'm a big fan of Solana because you can stake it on Coinbase after you purchase it, and then you can basically get your 6% every year, so 0.5% every month. So what you can do is you can buy Solana, hold it for a long-term trade, and basically you're gonna wait for the all-time high again of next year. It could be the end of this year, who knows. When I talk about these predictions, you know, it's plus or minus months, right? So if I'm saying this is October 6, 2025, all-time high for Bitcoin, sometimes that means that altcoins will lag that a little bit, so they might end up being a little bit late. You know, certain coins might get really hype news and peak out early, so this is just a general estimate. I would be okay with taking profits by the end of this year, depending on what happens on the election. I'm basically looking to pack as much money as I can into this, take my profits, and I'm going to be moving into a new house next year, so I'm going to be trying to pay off that by the end of next year, but we'll see what happens anyways. So okay, so we're up 6.5% on this one, doing pretty good. I will not close out this trade for quite some time. Render is another one. I'm only up about 3%. We have tested this resistance level yet a couple times. Oh, look, we're up a little bit more already since I did this. So we're up almost 4% now. There's this resistance level that we've kind of gone through a couple times. It's kind of funny because I opened up a trade right here on this very first. I saw these really big candles. I opened up a trade. We went up, we went down, we went up, we went down, we went up, down, and basically here we are. You can see, well, we got up all the way to almost $7 on Render. There's a lot of movement going right now on Render, and we have been following this trend line for quite some time. Look at how many times we've tested this trend line. If we put another channel around this, let's see what we got going on here. So if we put a channel, probably something like that looks about parallel, like that, you can see we have very interesting. So this channel is looking pretty good. The price action is following this channel pretty nicely. It really is. So that looks pretty good on the 4-hour chart. Looks good. Yeah, I like the 1-hour chart or even the 30-minute chart to get a little bit more granularity on what's happening here. You can see we've been testing this top and bottom multiple times. FET trade looking quite good. So FET trade, kind of the same thing. We have this channel. We were following this bottom section of the channel, and then now we kind of passed the top of the channel, and we'll be using the top of this channel as resistance for quite some time. We're up 13% on our FET trade, and at one point in time, we were up 19%. Pretty cool. So we actually tested this Fibonacci 0.618, and we've come back down a little bit, and we should probably pass it maybe with this next wave. Everything is looking very good in the market. Very, very good. Now, if we look at the total market cap of cryptocurrencies, we see some nice moves here. So as you can see, we are looking at the total now. I have the Bitcoin on here. We have tested this $1.9 trillion mark, which we had tested and had some resistance in previous markets. But everything's looking good. Everything's looking good. So let's look at Bitcoin dominance. It was going up. Now it's slightly coming down as some of these altcoins make some big moves. We've been kind of in this consolidation phase for quite some time. As you can see, we've been kind of into this little wedge here for quite some time now. This is the daily chart, so that is a good amount of time that we've been, consolidating this Bitcoin dominance. And I expect this to go up a little bit, possibly, and then maybe crash once we get into the bull market for altcoins. You can see I have marked, if we go to like the weekly, I tried to mark some important dates on here. So basically when you see this fall off, that is the start of alt season. When you see it come back up, that is the end of the alt season, right? So I didn't really know where to end this alt season, right? Do you end it here or do you end it here once it starts going this way? You know how it is. So we have the old altcoin season started about 2021 and ended 2022, so this was March to December. And who knows, we should, if we see another start, what you'll see this start dropping off. But I have a feeling that usually this indicator leads for quite some time, and then I am expecting something to happen. I don't know. Again, I think the all-time high is going to be somewhere in here for the all-time high. So I like marking these in blue. That's just kind of the colors I use. So I think that's going to be the all-time high for Bitcoin. So I would think that this would kind of trade up for a while and then maybe start coming back down. It might start coming back down just before this, because again, this is the Bitcoin dominance, and that's kind of how it works. Now, if we look at the altcoin market, same thing. We've had kind of a pump in the altcoin. This is the total market cap excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. So you can see those. You can pull these up on TradingView pretty easily, and it's just kind of nice to see. This kind of just shows you what's happening with alt markets, right? So you have the 2017, 2018. We had a huge alt market pump, and then you see again, of course, the peak in 2021, same thing. Now we're starting the run up to do the same thing here, so I think we're going to see a great alt season this year. I'm looking forward to it. So Gala making some big moves here, or starting this uptrend back up. So you can see Gala actually already up almost 30% since the bottom, and it has from the bottom to the top almost 300%. So I'm not sure about this one too much. I have seen some of the other ones starting to move. I have purchased a little bit of DOT over time because it has a nice APY that you can get on Coinbase. So but that's kind of my review of the cryptocurrencies, the ones I'm watching, some of the trades I have open, and the market. So again, we are testing one of the most important points in Bitcoin history for this cycle. So if we can break above this blue line here and use it as support coming back down, then we know we are doing something special. So I think if we break this and use it as support, it's only a matter of time, maybe a month, to get us back to this 74,000 all-time high. So that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like and that subscribe button. I also have created a Discord for us. If you are enjoying the content and you want to join into Discord, feel free to do it. Not many of us in here right now, but that's what we've got going on. So I will put the Discord link below if you want to join the Discord, and feel free to chat in here. We got some stuff. I've been showing off some of my trades. Feel free to show off your trades and all that good stuff. I'm just talking about cryptocurrencies and all that good stuff. Feel free to join the Discord. Don't have to, only if you want to. It's just a fun little place. It's only me and one guy right now, so feel free to join, share your thoughts, all that good stuff. So that's it. Have a great day, everyone. If you enjoyed the content, definitely hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out. Leave a comment below and press that like button. Any interaction helps me out as a small creator, and I really appreciate it. Have a great day. See you guys.